Hey there guys, this is Wesnator88 here, and I'm back again with another episode of Fishing Planet. Yes, I know, I've been waiting to get these sport events started and to happen. Fortunately, they've been a little bit slow and hard to get into. So, obviously, I tried getting into... Where is it? The Emerald Lake one. Unfortunately, it got cancelled. Just never enough people. We need 20 people to be able to do the sport events. Luckily today... Yes, as you see in the title, there is a sport event that I have actually been able to get enough people. There's 22 of us altogether. That's including myself, so me and 21 of us. So, anyway, getting down to it, there's 22 of us. Now, there's two types of sport events for Rocky Lake. There's the 1x1, which basically you're having to use insects and worms bait. And then there's the barbless tackle one, which is something else. I can't remember what the name of it is now. I know I tried entering it, but I had to enter it as a high level. Let's see if we can find it quickly. I do apologise on me trying to find this. Is that the one? No, that's the same again. Oh, that's lucky. That's on a Tuesday. I might just be able to... No, I won't be able to take part in that, unfortunately. Where is it? Oh, there's one on a Wednesday. Oh, that one I'll be able to take part on. So there might be a couple of videos on this one to show the slight difference. Where is it? That's the insect one again. Dang it. Why is it? Every time I want to show the difference. Old box. There we go. So the other one is the old box one, which is obviously at Rocky Lake. Now this one says use only barbless terminal tackle. Now there is the challenge, as you may notice, which is to use barbless tackle, which is... For this, it's spinner rods, and that's it, or casting rods with this spinners or the lures, but barbless. Now, the terminal tackle one means any spinners and barbless hooks, and you'll catch fish and they'll register. Again, it has to be barbless. So if you get a chance and you're on an amateur and you're at the level for it, obviously this is a bit too high one, which is open to everyone, but do try these amateur ones because if you're starting off, these are going to help you make some bait coin and cash pretty easily. I'll say for this, I'm going to be using normal tackle. I'll just be using a float rod. I could use maybe a bigger hook, but it's going to really make no difference, hopefully. If it needs to be, I'll take an extra bit with me. And, you know, there's a chance of winning some, you know, even a barbless nano spinner would be nice. You know, spinner, open cage feeder would be nice. Pair float, I'm not too worried about, but getting another one of them is fine. I'm really trying to get this... barbless nano spoon because it'll be a bit more helpful and useful. Same for the feeder cage. I've already got the spinnerbait and I've already got the pear shapes a couple of times. Grub I'm not too worried about, but the cash and the bait coin would be awesome. So all we're doing is going to this location to get with insects and worms. So obviously the competition's now just started. So if I go to my inventory, now obviously this is my float setup at the moment because obviously the fish I might get might be a bit more heavier. And obviously it might be more of a fight than what I would be using. You know, well, this won't be much of a fight. If I was using my starter rod, it would be quite a bit of a fight. And I think I've had a video out for it. Or you've seen me at Rocky Lake doing this with standard gear. So obviously today I'm going to be taking a Nero 1010, which can take a 10-pound line, 11-pound line. At the moment I only have an 8-pound. I need to get a 10-pound line so it's a bit more maximised for it. And the reel I have is the Castro MG 3000, which can take up to a max drag of 8.8. So technically, it can only take an 8-pound land anyway. So this setup is going to be absolutely fine altogether. So I'll just leave that there to the side so you can see that setup. Now, obviously, as you can see here, I'm using an 8 hook. Obviously, I'm using a chub because it's a bit of a heavier weight than a light one. It means I can cast a bit further, and it's a bit better. Obviously, again, I'm using fluoro line, and I'm using a fluoro line, and obviously, I'm using a fluoro line leader. I don't need the leader, really, but I always put a leader on when it's trout anyway. And obviously, the bait I'm using is red worms. Now, just in case, I do have everything which should be classed as an insect or a worm, obviously. There are a couple of others. Now, what I've actually done as well. So today I've actually bought a few equipment so I can actually take an extra rod with me. I can take an extra bit of gear by having a new jacket. And I think that was what I bought. Yeah, obviously them stuff from the Halloween event, the back swings, the cat hairballs, the jawbone and the noose. And I did have a candle, but unfortunately I used that for the Halloween kayaking mission. So yeah, so I got 2 new equipment. So that means now I can start taking my elemental, which is my spinner rod. So that's a £7. So to set up just right, I'm going 7.5. I'm going to need that one, which is a 7.7. Again, it's a Castrol MG. So that can take a £7 line. Now, straight off the bat, I need to use. I'm saying straight out of the bat. I want to use £6 line. Now, do I have a floor of £6 on me? I have braid, unfortunately. How much braid can I take on that? 492. So I think that's already set up for my spinner anyway. No, obviously I ain't got anything that's less. So I'd prefer to be using that on a different rod, but I'll put down on it for now anyway. And obviously I've got my leaders in here. Technically, if I use the leader, it's going to be a bit less, but it'll be fine for now. And I'm just going to throw a. Where's my spinners? So yeah, if I was doing the spinner one, I'd be using that one, or a couple of, or even that one. And as you can see, optimal weight. So I'm going to take this with me anyway. So I've always got a spinner. Obviously, I've still got my cage feeder, which I'm still trying to degrade so that they snap. And obviously, I've got to do the same for my other starter stuff, which I will set up on number 3 at one point. Anyway, but we're going to be using the float setup. So we'll check to see how many people are actually at this location in a minute. A couple of people already within the first 4 minutes. Somebody's already caught quite a few fish. Now, what they could be using, so what we can actually do is check. Okay, so I think they're using DLC by the looks of that. No, that's the spinner. So they're using, they're using a float setup, so they should do pretty well. Let's see what this person's using. They'd be using their feeder, so that's why it's taking them a bit of time. But if they got the right weather conditions and they got ground bait, they could be getting in the fish a bit quicker, which they seem to be doing quite well. Feeder, spinner. So they'll be using one of these 2 feeders. I'm guessing they're going to be using that one more than anything else for their fish. And this person's going to be using, I want to say that's his spinner setup, because obviously the value spin. So he'll be using his starter omnial float, but he's actually improved his reel. No, it's not a starter one, it's the one above it, but yeah. Anyway, enough of seeing them fish the location. Like I say, I'm going to make sure everything for mine is set up right, which it is. I got a £4, like I say, £4.4. I could actually go with a stronger leader. Unfortunately, I haven't bought a stronger one, so it'll be fine. Anyway, we'll get off to this location. Yes, we're going to travel. We obviously can't use the rod stand still, so that's. So we're going to get on with doing this mission. Obviously, our timer hasn't started because we're not obviously at the location. And obviously, even if I went there, which I'll show you, just in case, because I think some people will be like, oh, why don't you just set yourself there, be at the location, then have it spawn in. Unfortunately, it doesn't always work like that, sadly. And this will be just the proof of it. So let it load up. Come on. Right. So obviously, I'm going to let you know where we're going to be fishing firstly. Now, as you can see, round here is where I'm going to be aiming for. Now, I should have the right depth. It should be about 50. You can go up to 60 inches. I'm not sure what the conversion is. I do apologise, guys. I will have to try and get a converter at some point so I can put it on the screen. So unfortunately, I don't have good enough editing software or editing software to be able to do that for the videos. But when I do, I will go through old videos and I will sort the depths out. Anyway, so now if I hit that, enter competition, it then has to reload the map. So my timer is going down while it's loading. Unfortunately, this is what happens. So, you know, for some people who might have great internet, you might be already on here quicker than what I am. Oh no, it starts when you're down. And this is early morning time, so that's not too bad actually. So, and somebody's already broken their line, as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner. Now, again, I should have this at the right depth. It should be set, it should be fine. I should just get the fish in. It's just the matter of waiting. Sometimes the fish can be a bit funny. Don't get me wrong, they're always going to be a bit funny. Now, obviously, I've casted 60 feet out. That's usually the golden mark for me, is 60 feet. As you can see, I'm already getting a bite. Nibble, nibble, nibble. Come on, take it. And away it goes. So I'm going to take that up a couple of notches because that is pretty weak. I'm not sure how it's going to do against trout. That's the first one. Got to keep it. Now, if I was on console, I would literally clip the line, because you can actually clip the line on consoles for the things on. Oh, you can on the PC as well. So yeah, if you can clip it, so all you have to do is just recast it. So I've got it at 60, and I'm always going to hit my mark. And just in case for PC users, it's a C. For console, I can't remember how you clip it. It's basically how you would clip it for your feeder. All it does is it makes sure that you've got your right distance, or if you know there's a sweet spot, but you always have to cast it like, oh, I'm off by this, so I'm over. Clip your line. It doesn't literally cut your line, it just clips it. And it's literally set, so when it gets to the distance, it'll go into that place. Now, obviously, if you overgo when you're casting, you will see that you'll get quite a bit of tension on your line. I will give you an example. I'll show you. And sometimes it can leave it a little bit short. So I know I'm in the right direction. Just cast it out. Unfortunately, I'm a bit under, so it's going to be a bit low. Yeah, unfortunately. I should still be in the right spot. But easily, what I'll do is I'll do that. Let me clip it at that. Let me read it back a bit. Because I know I was at 58-ish, wasn't it? I think it was. And hopefully we get some fish. Now, as you can see, we've already got 2 fish. And obviously someone's having a problem with fishing. I'm guessing it's because their line's broke or something. I'm not exactly sure. I cannot check. No, I can't. Not unless it was in the menu, but then my time would still be going down. And unfortunately, these fish aren't biting because I'm a bit short on my depth. Yeah, I'm short. I'm short on my distance. That's why I'm not getting any fish. I knew I was a bit short that time. So again, now this is going a bit over, as you can see. It didn't happen that time. But with a feeder, you'll notice on your line, your rod and your reel, it'll go up a bit because obviously it's taken the strain from obviously you casting. Now see, already out, getting a bite. Come on, fish, come on, come on. Now, obviously, a person with a feeder might do a bit better if they've got the right weather conditions. Obviously, if you were fishing this location, you'd probably go for a ground bait, which is for cold water. Because obviously, at the moment during this competition, the water is 46 Fahrenheit, which I'm not sure how cold that is, but I'm guessing that's pretty cold. Either that, go for cold and warm water, so you got a bit of even balance on them both. I'm just hoping this fish is going to bite a bit sooner. If your fish aren't biting too fast, oh no, that was bad. Oh no, I had done too strong of a tension. I did not keep an eye on my tension at all, and now I'm panicking to get things reset up and away. So, yeah, just because I actually had it right the first time and thinking it wasn't going to be strong enough, I was wrong. So I'm now degrading my. I can't believe that I actually broke the line. Oh my god. I never break my line that quick. I should have gone quicker. Whoops. That happened. Oh dear. That was bad. That was very, very bad. Oh no. Anyway. So hopefully I can get these fish in a bit easier. Come on. Come on, fish. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Now, if you're not going too many bites too quickly, the best idea is to try and change your bait. I've usually known red worms to do really well. Another minute, they've just gone a bit dead now. So if needs be, if I don't get anything, I'll change it up to something different. Come on. Which it might be proving my point. I've got to change my bait. When it's clear weather, you will see the fish trying to get your bait if it's a big enough bait. Which I think there's a fish right there, just at the tip of my rod. If you see, I think he's there, just nudging it around. Yeah, that's him nudging it. I can see him. I think that's him there. I know for me it's pretty faint. I know for you, if you're watching on a phone, it's going to be a bit hard to see. But I think the fish is there. Either that is the worm dangling around. I'm not sure, but I could be off completely the mark. And that timer is going down pretty quick still. Are you going to bite or am I going to have to recast? I think I'm going to have to recast. Come on. I used to do pretty well with these, and at the minute I'm failing. Everyone's catching the trout, and I'm not even catching trout. I'm trying to catch whatever fish. Now, it doesn't say you have to catch the trout. You have to catch whatever fish is available. Saying that some people are probably aiming over that way for the trout, because I might be biting a bit quicker. So again, they may be using the feeders to get the trout, or they might be using the float. And at the minute, I'm not doing too well catching either. I think it's my depth. I think I need to go down a bit more. I'll have to see after this fish comes in. Come on. Got 1 minute. Why is it that I try and do this? I just can't do it. Console, I'm absolutely fine. PC, it doesn't want to do it for me. It just doesn't want to play ball today. Nothing ever does. But yeah, this is my usual sweet spot, and it doesn't want to play ball today. Like at all. It was till I broke the line, which is not a good sign. Got 10 more seconds. If not, I'm going to cast somewhere else. Okay, I'm casting somewhere else. Okay. Now I know some people probably just aim over there, which isn't a bad idea actually. Let's see. Let's go for about, was it 20? About here. Let's see if it'll land without getting stuck. And we'll wait a few seconds, see if we get anything around here. Don't get me wrong, I could be completely off, and it might just be my spot's just not working today. Now, for some people, you'd probably wait, what, a minute, 30 seconds. It's really up to you. I usually wait till I actually have a fish before I bring it in. Fortunately, at the minute, I'm not doing too well, and the fish just seem to be laughing at me and going off. I really don't know what else to do because these are actually laughing at me, and I think that's not funny. Come on. Yeah, they're all laughing at me now today. Okay, we're going to go for trout then. Let's see. What was it? Z? You know what? I'll go for some crickets. I'll go for my spot. And I'm going to put 60 inches on this time instead of 50. How about there? Out. You land. I've reclipped my line. And you're about 55. Come on. Yes, I see the fish. Pretty sure that's the fish. Or no, that's the way the water is. Dang. Oh no, there it is. You can just see it. There you go. So again, sometimes it's just changing the bait quickly. So that's a bit over. Come on. Now, obviously, some people think that going by the highest fish, it's not the highest fish. But there we go. See, there it is. So at the minute, I know that they're going after the crickets more than anything else. There we go. That's what happened last time. That fish, it was one of these fish then that took my bait too high. I'm going to guess it's probably trophy. Okay. Right, go for about there. Sometimes you could start off really slow or start off really fast. Just keeping and getting that momentum going. Again, if you can try and get the same spot, see, now again the fish again. So, this is what it's usually like on console. It's literally one after the other, after the other. It's just having the right bait. Luckily, I brought all of the insect bait that I can with me. They're biting. If I was going to just go after the trout, I would. There's no point just going after one fish when I can try and go for the whole set of fish that are on this location with one bait. You know, I'm not after the biggest fish. I'm just after for the most, as best and as quick as possible. As you can see in most of the chat so far, a few people, most again, all the trout. Unfortunately, even though you can get going, it could just die down all of a sudden, and it's not good when it dies down. Come on, bait. Come on, fish. Come on. Come on. Ah, come on. I will start aiming over there. You've got 30 seconds. After that, I'm going to recast. I'm going to aim over there. Because today you are playing dead with me, aren't you? Yes, you are. Either that, the devs have changed it so it's a bit harder to find these fish. Again, sometimes you can have a really good day, or at times you can have a really bad time fishing on this game. It's just like real life. Sometimes you just have to know where to fish and what spot. Console, like I said, for PlayStation, I know exactly where to fish. It's this spot. PC, I've not found that sweet spot yet. So it could be completely different. And I think it's going to be completely different, yeah. They're not biting for me over here anymore. Console, they used to be fine. Well, console, they're fine with. PC, no. They just don't want to know. But luckily, because I got a stronger rod, obviously a stronger reel, and a bit stronger line, I should get these fish in a bit quicker. Obviously, I'm having to cast further out, which I don't really want to do, but I've got to try and get these fish. And unfortunately, they're just laughing at me every time I'm here. Oh my god, are you seriously laughing at me still? I'm not going to say they're a hacker because it is possible to have about 30 fish for this location. Oh, no, I thought that was going to be my... Okay, so it's 60 out. Okay. Dang it. Come on. Do I really have to try and get... There we go, come on. I hate when it changes its spot for fishing. I hate it. Keep. Aim. Fire. Hope for the best. Where did I get? Zoom in. Into about 60. That should be about right. Oh. And of course, sometimes you can just have it where the fish don't want to bite at all. And I seem to have that day where they just don't want to bite for me. Right, you've taken too long. Up you go, so I skip all the clear and caught. Right, let's aim for the 100. Let's aim for... There we go. It should be... hopefully a sweet spot. If the fish are jumping, usually you can get them on the sweet spot around them areas. There we... See, it was in and out. That's a slight problem. I've got to try and have them stop that on me. So just in case, I'm going to clip the line there. So hopefully I can get the fish a bit easier. Now I know what some people do. They'll reel in, recast, reel in, recast, reel in, recast, reel in, recast. They'll literally leave it there for about 10 seconds and try and get something within the first 10 seconds. It's not always going to work. And that's only by the game, by the way, guys, not in real life. If people were doing that, that would just be insane. You'd end up scaring the fish. Oh my god, that is definitely a trout. Now, if I didn't have the leader, I probably wouldn't have as much tension as what I do right now on the line. Even though it's showing more the leader than anything else. And that's a trout. Right, so that's the one thing that's getting me going down. Right, come on. I need to start getting up higher. Come on. Come on, let me start getting these fish in. Man, come on. Again, it could just always be the bait, and I'd have to change the bait. It's just finding the bait. It's not always the easiest thing to find. But, again, it can be... It's really finding that sweet spot on here. And for different people, it has a different spot. See, trout in straight away, went away. Didn't want to know. Come on, the hook's small enough for you to bite. Come on. I've got 12 seconds. Come on, I need to start making some sort of leeway here. Man. There we go. White sucker. I can see that right from here. That's a white sucker. Right. It's like I'm fighting for 6th place at the minute, every time at the moment. It's weird. Come on. Right, here we go. That's my biggest fish, which is kind of good. Come on. So I'm guessing my spot is over here then. Yeah, I'm using crickets. My sweet spot's over here. Okay. It's my best fish so far. So again, I'm a bit off my actual sweet spot. So near the log. At the moment, it seems to be my sweet spot for this area. And because I might be out, I might not be hitting the bait as easy now. Dang it. Oh, no, that's not an actual fish. By the way, that shadow was just there. It looked like it was, but it's not. Dang it, I'm off. Oh, here we go. Come on. It's not a strong fish, which is good. I know I'm not going to make it in the top spots, but as long as I can make it pretty high up. Oh, it's a bit far on the strength, but it's fine. At least I'm in a spot where I should get the fish. Come on. I'm in 10th spot. Sweet. Come on. Come on, fish. Come on. Oh dear. I know my console version of the series, when I fished the spot I was fishing, absolutely fine. I know I'd get a good 20 fishing. This spot, for some reason, no, on the PC, for some reason, it just doesn't like me being in that one spot. It's like, no, not allowed that. So either I'm completely off the mark by the distance, or I'll have to do a check, but that spot's never failed me. Yet today, it just wants to fail me. I don't know. Oh well, maybe I'll get a bit more lucky next time. Come on, fish, come on. Again, it could just be the bait. They just don't want the worms. They don't really seem to want the crickets that quickly. See, Trout are just in and like, no. Dang you, Trout. Again, it could be because I'm using too small of a hook. That's why it's not staying interested in long enough. It's like, no, I see that. I'm out of here. Again, this is kind of why I use a fluoro leader, because they're not supposed to see the line as easily. Obviously, that goes for real life anyway. Obviously, in the game, it's supposed to help out slightly. Not going to guarantee it. Again, it's out of luck and it's gone. It's like, nope. Come on. If I have to recast, I'm going to have to. Now, if you want, you could use a 2 hook instead. I'm just using an 8 because smaller the hook, usually the quicker the fish. Unfortunately, today it just doesn't seem to be the case. Everything seems to just be almost avoiding me, just about. And either that, I've just got really bad timing on getting in these matches. I don't know. Yeah, see, it's taken too long now. It's like they've lost interest in the crickets. Let's just move it forward a bit, see if that gets any attention. It's got some attention. That's where you are, that's why. Well, I might let fish. Right, let's try something different. Let's go for grasshoppers. Still an insect, so I'll still use it. That was a white sucker. Let's move it just a little bit forward. There we go. Okay, we are a bit of luck now. Let's aim about there. Let's see if I can get anything up that end. Again, I'm casting fast, so it's going to take longer for it to come in. So I don't usually go for the far distance fish, because there's no real point. I usually try and get something a bit closer, it's a bit easier. And it means I don't usually have to try and reel in as much, for timing aspects anyway. Obviously at the minute, I've just gone a pinnacle off the line with that leader, so my rod is basically set just right for getting fishing without too much of a problem. Again, that's a white sucker. So I'm going to go back to fishing here. Let's see if I can do alright here. So I'm just going to see if they're going to not take interest. The bite and they leave. Yeah, I'm not going to have great luck with it, but I'm doing the best I can with what I got. Again, I know some people are going to probably put you should use a bigger hook. It's not always the hook, it's just either the luck of the fish, look at the draw with them. Even the fish are agreeing, say, just. Now I've got the right setup, don't get me wrong. Now I could use my starter setup, which is just going to do just as well. Obviously it would have taken me a bit longer to get the fish in. It's just the fish wanted a certain bait on that day for this map, for the contest. The devs are probably putting, going, right, this bait's going to do better. You know, some people probably come here and figured out which bait is for that day. Others probably just do guesswork. Me, I usually go with red worms and I stick with it because usually they do pretty well. Well, that's on the console. PC, I've still got a lot to try and get used to with it all. But it does take a bit of time. So as you can see, I'm not doing too bad. As you can see, the other people who are ahead, you know, fair dues, they've done really well to get up to where they're at. You know, 22, 24, and 26 fish. You know, obviously they may have just finished. I'm just looking to be at 14. I'd be happy if I was at 16, maybe 18. That's about an average I'll do on the console version if I was doing this. And I'd be happy. Now, obviously, anyone who's doing the more advanced ones, or have done the more advanced ones, will probably know, maybe they'd be using a feeder, they'd be using ground bait, just to get the fish in quicker. Again, them three people on the top spot are probably using a feeder rod with ground bait to get the fish in a bit quicker. They may have bought DLC packs, so they may have certain ground baits, which are getting the fish in, which obviously we're not getting in as easily, or I'm not getting in as easily. Again, I don't know if I've got the right setup. I'm trying my best. I've not done too bad, I'm going to say. The fourth place, I'm not going to moan at. I really can't. Oh, come on, I wanted one more fish. If I get one more, at least I'll be happy with that. Come on, one more. Come on, give me the one more fish, please. I've literally got 60 seconds to get one on and in. Because even if I hook you, I can't keep you if I don't get you in within the next 50 seconds. So come on. Come on, game. Give me one more fish, please. Come on. Come on, I need to try and tease one in. 30 seconds. 25. 20, come on. No! Why? Take it, just 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 take it, take it, take it. Now I've got 10 seconds to try and bring it in. If I don't bring it in within time, I don't keep the fish and I don't get the cash. Come on. Does it count? Does it count? Does it count? No! That last second, it didn't count the fish. It counted me catching it, but it didn't count me keeping it. Bugger! So I made 736 cash for that. I'm so annoyed. Even though it said 14, I know I had the extra fish. I had it in just in time. Now, obviously, it's, you know, score by any fish. You don't have to keep the fish to keep the point earned. So, how many did I actually get? Yeah, it has counted that I caught that other fish. Now, obviously, let's see, Anti. So they're level 40. Yeah, they're using DLC stuff. That's DLC. I think that's yeah, that's DLC. 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 I think that, yeah, that's a DLC. To be in that level, they've done. I'm gonna admit they've done pretty well. Complete 12, and they've got what, 10 underneath the belt. No, hats off to them. This person, what they got? 2. They're premium player. So they're using just float. They've done pretty well with that. And again, Caesar, I'm pretty sure they would have been using this one because Fire Spinners are spinning reel. Yeah, they've gone after bloody grasshoppers. They've already done part of the monster fish, and they probably realised that they couldn't keep it afterwards unless they got a big enough net. But level 19. Okay, so they've literally entered it just before they leveled up. So that's a kind of a smart way of doing it. Level 14 and another level 14 player. So I'm gonna guess. Let's see. They haven't got another net. 12. I think they've paid for maybe the extra, maybe a DLC stuff. Not. Okay, they've done quite a bit of the mission. They've gone to Naren. Let's see. Now this, I'm going to B-Man. Starter stuff. He's about the same level I am, I think. Yeah. Someone who's got. I think that's a DLC one. But yeah, cool. I'm going to say hats off to everyone on here who's done and played. I'm guessing they're actually a gaming channel on Twitch. Yeah, guys, like I say, I ain't done too bad. I could have done worse. I really could have. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Obviously, I'm going to leave because I'm not going to need to stay there. Obviously, whatever place I get, I'll make some cash. I'll let you guys know once I do, or what I make, and I'll let you see it. Fortunately, I didn't get in the top 3, sadly. But hopefully, maybe next time I'll be able to. I'm going to do another video for this location, which you guys will see. I've now got hope I get enough from the contest. And obviously, the next place I'm going to be going is Nare River, which I'll do some recordings for. It's a bit of a catch-22 because obviously I've got to do this challenge, and I've also got this one, which needs me to catch a unique red deer. But I need to catch a red deer here. Yeah. It's catch-22. So I'm going to try and get this one done before I get this one done. Hopefully it goes in order. Unfortunately, if this gets caught, I can't help it. Equipped to match rod with blood. Okay, so if I don't use a hook one and the bloodworm, it won't make me catch that. So luckily, I should be able to catch them without any problems, hopefully. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please do hit that like button. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, especially if you keep coming back for more and you enjoy this content. Hopefully it's helped out with you for seeing the spot event. I know I didn't make it into the top 3. Like I said, I've tried my best. I made it in top 4, so I'm pretty happy with that. I would have wished I had about a bit more like the 20 mark. But if I went for these top 3 players, I think I would be almost in the top spot. Well, I would be, really. and close as well. So again, if they've been using feeders, they've been using the ground bait for all. Anyway, apart from me rambling on near the end, hopefully you enjoy yourself, stay safe, happy fishing if you actually fish in real life, guys. Enjoy yourselves, hopefully having fun with the game as much as I am, and I'll see you all on the lake. Bye for now, guys. See you later.